So how's it? We are in the warehouse now. As you can see, boxes and that around. We have to wear the PPE so that it's safe. So I'm going to just swing this around. Thick. There's the people joining us.
I'm not sure if you can all see, but I think we've got one or two parts. This is all Chery parts inside here for the most part. Everything within those racks, 7 pallets high. Currently we're sitting at about 10 bays deep, so you're talking about 30 odd meters. Total of about 6,000 square meters on the floor, and as Flores had mentioned, we are planning to expand the racking. We've already put that all through the system. We're just waiting for the finalization of it, which will bring this racking right forward, and it's all going to be for Chery. So for that expansion on additional vehicles and facelifts and extra parts, we're definitely going to have those parts in the store. This is what has materialized in the period of just under 2 years. And I think this is something to be proud of. I don't know any other OEM that has managed to build a stock holding of this magnitude in such a short period of time. So I'm not going to go into too many details of how the whole process works, but I'll just quickly run through it to show you that there is at least some sort of methodology. It looks like everything's laying all over the place. There is most certainly a process and a methodology in place. Besides the fact that it is electronic and most of it is all driven by technology, all the guys know exactly where every item is. Every piece of item that you see or a location on the floor is recorded within the system. It's all barcoded and it directs each person to that location. They'll scan to confirm that that location is correct, and then he scans the product, it says that product is correct, and then he's got to scan each item as he pulls it from that location. So originally when the stock comes in, it comes through mostly through those doors. It all gets work in progress. We just received another 3 containers, I think Flores just mentioned. Of those 3 containers, they are mostly already in the system. This is the balance that needs to go in. We technically process those containers within a period of about 24 hours per container. So this is the balance that still needs to be booked, although it's already in the system. So as urgent orders that is not necessarily in a location, we are still able to find it. Once it's into the location and the orders are uploaded into the system, we work again, as I mentioned, within hours. There's basically 2 or 3 rollouts of orders that get put into the system, and we generally pick and pack that still the same day. It gets picked from the racks, from the stores. We've got some good equipment here that helps us to speed up the process and make it smooth. The products all come through to the packing stations. Again, electronically, the items are scanned to verify the correct items are there. It gets weighed. The system knows the weight of each item. It balances to ensure that you as the customer, you're not getting the wrong parcel or the wrong parts. We make sure the right parts arrive on time. It gets packed into boxes. We put in all the bubbles and the protective materials, and it goes back to the doors for dispatch out from that side. And this happens literally 100 times every day. Any question? They're not wild by these things.
I have a question.
Yes.
With your system that you use, do you guys do physical stock take still, or is it based on system?
We
Because
do
everything
both.
gets scanned.
Yeah, we do both.
So you do a physical stock take too,
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, we
How
do.
long does that take?
It takes a few minutes. So I'll take So we do try and close the store over a full stock take. That is generally a manual stock take. We do that 4 times a year. But obviously we try, it's really hard because we don't want to stop our customers' parts going out. So most certainly in emergencies we have got a manual process that will override the system to be able to get the parts out. But we try and avoid that as much as possible. But yes, we do counts, manual counts 4 times a year, and we literally do electronic counts every single day. It's the only way you get through the store. Otherwise you wouldn't be able to do it. If you only did it 4 times a year, you would never get through the store. So what Floris did mention that there's well over 6,000 different types of parts in the store currently. We're sitting on close on 500,000 items. So besides the fact that there's a lot of parts, there's a lot of each of those parts. We've got you covered.
Could you build a TOA Pro Max with what's in here? From scratch.
You can build about 10.
It will probably take us a few days, but yes.
Okay.
We can build multiple.
Every component is here.
Every single component.
From side panels, doors,
The actual floor, the roof, everything is inside.
so there might be a project behind our mind.
We have to get some people to help us.
We'll get Yaku to help us. Yeah? No, don't look at me.
President,
Yes, sir.
so like I see on social media there are a lot of customers, well not a lot, but a couple of customers that will actually post, like I'm waiting for a part like this, my car's been booked in for 3 months, where is the gap there? Do the panel builders not know we have parts here?
There is sometimes there is different reasons. Sometimes it's not normally by approved panel shop. The dealer might have ordered the incorrect part. There's different reasons sometimes. But yes, we still have a 98% fill rate. So there is still a 2% which could be on back order. There will always be a part somewhere on back order. But at this stage we've still got a 98% fill rate, but a lot of times either the customer gives the wrong information, the panel shop gives the wrong information, the dealer gives the wrong information. So somewhere and that's where we investigate. We're also part of the system, the panel shop system. So we can investigate immediately when there's a car standing over 20 days, why is the car standing? So us as Chery can actually investigate on that as well. We are on the panel shop system.
No, thank you.
There is still also a bit of a logistics behind everything, and as much as what we carry stock, and that's why within this next quarter or so we're trying to increase the stock holding on the faster movers and doing the extra racks. So this has happened so quickly that some of us are still trying to catch up from what happened on the last move and we're doing the next. But it's to try and avoid that. We did have major issues at the port. Customs sometimes is a problem which could delay it, not quite by 3 months, but most certainly can delay it by maybe 2-3 weeks. And obviously when that comes in, we do emergency pickings as much as what we can to try and get it out as quickly as possible. But technically speaking, and I must correct you, Johan, it's 98.4% success ratio or full ratio. So it's 1.6% out overall that may have a delay here or there. But the 3 months I think is a little bit, we'll investigate and find any further, but for the most part we were able to fulfill within a day or two.
Was it surface flat? You were talking about now the panel method. Will you have a list specifically, or will it be at the Chery itself that you're going to have that, say for instance a car have a scratch?
For the panels, for that service cover.
If you have the service cover and say your car have a scratch, is it specific places you have to go to? Do you have a list?
Yes, that's the approved panel shop list, yes. And that is available on the Chery website.
Oh, okay.
So there is you can take your car somewhere else, but we prefer you to go to approved panel shop because that's the guys who we prefer
And it will go
doing the work for us. Yes. And those guys have got direct contact with us and the dealer network.
Also with that, it gives you peace of mind that the quality is up to standard and it's done according to Chery standards, making sure that the vehicle is restored back to manufacturing specifications.
Excellent. Shall we make our way back? I don't mind standing here a little longer.